get another fucking oil change.
Did you see how many miles it had? It was like over 300,000, I think.
That is crazy to me. That has got to be its third transmission, at least. Didn't it have 360?
Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah, no way that thing makes it one more oil change. They've had to have replaced the transmission at least twice, and probably the engine once, because there's no way. And the engine that's in there is either going to be the... Well, that's red, so that's a higher trim, I believe. So that means it only can have that Pentastar 3.3 or the 3.8 like Dan's did. But he had the long wheelbase touring edition. That one looks like a... I think it looks like an LE. So that might have had captain's seats in the middle row. Or did it have that split bench thing?
I didn't look. I just saw the price and I was like, oh my god. Like that's the cheapest like from a dealership that I've seen.
Yeah, I can't believe that they listed that. They should just like sell that to a walk-in that's not gonna be able to get your financing for like $800 with a, written up fucking, what is that, bill of sale, in the title, and just like get it out of here.
Yeah, you'd think something like that would be one of the ones that went to like auction or something.
I mean, they probably wouldn't even, nobody would even buy that at an auction. And that is like an undesirable turd. That is crazy.
I don't know. It's ripe for a 5.7 swap.
No, would not waste
just
my time putting another terrible engine into it.
just put a turbo on it.
On a 5.7 Hemi?
No, just on the Dodge motor, the 3.6 VVT.
Oh, you're talking about yours?
No, the minivan. That red one? Yeah, just throw it.
Oh, that has... Oh, yeah. I don't... Yeah, there's no way. The 3.3 and the 3.8, those are like... There's no way. Those things are so inferior. There's no way they would take forced air induction at all. No way.
And that's why it'd be funny.
I mean, even an eBay turbo setup on that would be ridiculous. You'd have to rewrite the fuel tables.
Nah, see, it'd be perfect because there'd be so much blow by, you wouldn't need like low compression pistons or anything like that.
I don't even think that they were running very high compression back then off the lot. Like, I really think it was already kind of low just because it couldn't handle it. Like, that 3.8 made like 140 horsepower in like 2011 or like 2006. I'm like, that's crazy. Like, that's like 80s, like, the fucking gas crisis type shit. Like a V8 making 190 horsepower kind of shit. Like, that's crazy.
Just big, lazy engine.
Dude, the 3.8s were dog shit. The 3.3s were dog shit. Like, those things, if you gave them any gas at all, they would downshift because those had a 3-speed, if I'm not mistaken. Well, they call it a 4-speed, but it's like a 3-speed with an overdrive, and that overdrive was geared too tall. So you're just immediately downshifting anytime you're not going downhill or on flat ground.
It just lives in third gear.
Yeah, that whole lineup, that whole design and lineup was a joke. It's incredible to me that they got the sales that they did on those.
Yeah, but you look at
Because
the customer base. You know, it's just I just
uh,
need room for the take the kids to soccer.
yeah, yeah, that's crazy to me. Dude, I would love a Sienna. Oh my gosh, those things are insane, bro.
Just imagine being able to buy like one of the like first gen Siennas.
Oh, dude, I don't even need all that, but yeah, those are crazy.
Wait, it was it the Sienna? I think it was named something else, but it was their like Toyota's first minivan was the only like production car you could buy that was mid-engined and all-wheel
Oh,
drive.
and turbo. You're talking about the Previa. No, I don't want
Previa.
a Previa. No, I do not want a Previa. Gosh, no. I
Previa.
mean, like there is the cool factor there, but dude, working in anything rear engine or mid engine is uh, fuck, man. It's like the worst thing ever. Like I I don't think I could ever buy one of the new mid engine Corvettes. Like there's no way. Those things are terrible.
Well, let's look at
Like
it this way. If you buy one of those, you're not going to be doing a lot of the work on your own.
yeah, on those, like, never. Like, even when they get old, like, I would consider a C7 or a C6 even, because it's like a big fucking Chevy small block just plopped in the front. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like everything's wrapped in carbon fiber, but, like, it's a fucking truck. You know what I mean? It's a truck drivetrain. But like the new Corvettes, like the C8s and stuff, are yeah, right. The C8s, those things are just like a Ferrari. Like you have to drop the engine to fucking change your alternator, kind of shit. Like no way. Like even when those get old and they become affordable, like I would never buy one of these ever. An old Corvette all day if I was ever in the market for one. Like before when they were still front engine, like yeah, that would be fine. Working on cars that are mid engine or construction engine versus like rear engine or front engine locations, like anything mid engine is just infinitely more terrible to work on. You know what I mean? Like it's just like
Yeah.
take it all apart every time.
Yeah, it's because you basically build the car around the engine almost.
You know, honestly, that's like a misconception I think too about like cab overs. Like those suck to work on too, unless you're doing like an injector job on it. You know what I mean? Like doing anything on the front still sucks. Doing belts still sucks. Like it's terrible. Having to take the fan off on a cab over is the worst because you're like right in the little hump and like if it comes down you will die.
Yeah, because it's like it's right at the front where it hinges up, so it's kind of like working on the back of a normal uh, normal
Yeah,
car.
back of a normal car, but you have like 3 tons of cab like propped right above your head as you're inside of the little pump that like the cab normally sits on in the engine, and it's just like I'm in danger. Yeah, fuck that.
It could be
That's when
worse.
I see all those like Scanias and like other European trucks, the cab overs. Like, dude, cab overs look so sick, but like I'll take a long nose truck every day just because like working on cab overs is just awful.
I like how you're not even like thinking about like just you're when you see stuff like that, you don't think about, oh, I'm not going to be working on it. You're like, no, definitely. If I ever have to be around one of these, I'll be working on it.
I feel like that's like accurate though. Like, how can you not think that way?
I just mean when you're like you and me, if we're talking about like legitimately getting like a minivan or something. Yeah, we're gonna be thinking like, oh yeah, like getting a first gen Previa with the mid engine all wheel drive. That's gonna be terrible to work on. But when we're talking about like Corvettes, it's like, yeah, neither of us are gonna have that kind of moolah or anything. And if the people that buy those kinds of Corvettes, they just pay people to work on them. Typically.
I would almost say all those there's no way Grandpa's getting in there and changing a water pump on that.
Well, yeah, it's because Grandpa, just sold his house for like $18 million that he bought for $2,000 and a handshake on his dime store salary.
And a pint of blueberries.
Right, and the pint of blueberries.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's just got the money to pay for someone else to deal with that.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about like as it does in the car world, like trickles down to being like an affordable mod platform. You know what I mean? For like, the common man, like a C6 is or a C5 is today. Like it will inevitably happen.
Well, that's true, but you also got to think that by the time it trickles down, technology is going to be better. Like our knowledge on them is going to be better. Like the people that work on them are going to know more about them.
You can learn all the tricks of the trade all you want, but working on something mid-engine still sucks any way you hash it out. You're going to need like arms the size of a stick with the strength of the Hulk to do anything without taking the engine out on a lift.
Well, that's what I mean. Most of the like the technology gets cheaper. Like one of the YouTubers I like to watch, he just has a lift. They have like stuff like that's just gotten stuff like that's just gotten so much more affordable and accessible that even people with a smaller budget can still do that kind of thing.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. I don't think I would ever want to buy something mid-engine. I would definitely go buy a brand new Miata before I ever consider buying a Corvette any day, ever.
I mean, I would too, but that's just more of I'd have more fun in that.
Heck yeah. Get a hard top,
Especially a third gen. Third gen hardtop. It's the fastest folding hardtop in the industry.
Is that the brand new one?
No, that's the fourth gen. The fourth gen is like the RS. Because instead of like a full like a folding hardtop, it's like got these like little fastback wings that stay up.
Oh, okay. I mean, I would probably take the brand new one. Those things look sick.
Yeah, fourth gens definitely are nice.
It literally looks like a mini Viper. Like those things are so cool.
You say that the second gen Miatas.
Yeah.
The guy who designed them came to Mazda, and the project he worked on right before that was the first gen Viper.
I can see it.
Yeah, so when you put the second gen Miata and the first gen Viper next to each other, it's like, oh yeah, I see the influence, quote unquote.
No, yeah, I could totally picture that now that you've said that. I don't know, the modern ones just look so cool. I like those. With a little 6-speed, that would be great. Do they have limited slip from the factory or no?
I don't remember about the 4th gens, if they do or not.
Did any of the other gens?
No, not unless you had like the top model, the top trim.
Oh.
The way to typically tell on the 1st and 2nd gen Miata is if it has power windows. The models with power windows came with limited slip.
Dude, we could change out what is that interaction? Not a planetary here. Help me out here. What's that called?
The pumpkin, the differential.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a swap a lot of people do.
Yeah, that'd be super easy to do on your car, I bet too, and that would be fun.
Or you just take the plate off the back of it.
No, sir.
And
do what you're about to suggest.
And I have this thing at home called this welder.
No, sir. I would.
And you just weld the spider gears together, and then you have no slip.
No, sir. You want to be able to drive your wife around in this thing in town.
I mean, there's nothing that says you can't. You'll just do it sideways.
It'll just hop.
Skirt, 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 skirt.
That'll be great. She would love that.
Oh, right. Especially for all the like dusty roads we're on.
Yeah, that sounds like an absolute hoot.
I thought so.
No, I think the limited slip is definitely the move. It'll pay dividends, and it'll still be drivable, and it'll still get down. What was the whole problem with that thing? It was R12, right?
Well, that and there's like other shit that's like gone, that's wrong with it. Like wires are all kind of fucked up.
That's with the wiring.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to start putting money into getting the air conditioning on that car working, that would be something to look into.
Yeah.
I think that would breathe some new life into that car if you could have air conditioning. I've thought about doing it in the Integra, but the compressors are like $400.
Well, you also got to get like the engine and transmission back together in the Integra.
Yeah, that's a big project for sure.
Yeah, I think you got bigger hurdles over that than I do right now.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I think the biggest priority is to try to get the 703 running after I fix the air conditioning in the white car. I need to see if Rock Auto has that line.
Cock Auto.
Yeah. I hope DHL doesn't mess around. I need that radiator to be put in this weekend. Dude, every time I order stuff and it comes in DHL, it is like the absolute shittiest E150 that drops it off every time.
E150?
Yeah, those old Ford vans.
Oh, yeah.
Like the Ford panel vans, like the absolute most dog shit van from like 2003 ever.
But it's still trucking along.
Yeah, old DHL. their 5.4 Triton, or probably their 4.6 Triton that's firing on like 3 cylinders with 400,000 miles on it. Yeah, they'll be here.
Sounds like a company with like your kind of like attitude, like, you know, it runs.
Oh my gosh.
All right, no, that's your uncle. I would say that's your uncle.
I mean, I'm not that much better, but come on, that's crazy. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. If the radiator gets here in one piece, I will be shocked.
On time as well.
Yeah. Well, I thought about ordering radiator hoses and stuff, but like, dude, that's where they nickel and dime you, because they're not just standard hoses. They have like compression fittings kind of on the end. It's insane. They're super expensive. Just like, shit, if I'm already doing all this, should I just replace the fucking radiator hoses? Like, if this was like a 90s Chevrolet, like, it would be no question, because it's like, oh yeah, they're $10, grab all 3 of them, you know, or whatever you need. But because it's special, it's gonna be like a whole thing. So I just ordered the radiator, and I'm gonna go to Napa probably and get the Mercedes coolant for it. The one with gold flakes in it, or diamond dust, or whatever they do to be able to charge $70 for 5 quarts, or whatever it is. Because I was talking to ChatGPT, and he got real upset that I was using super tech European-ish coolant for it.
You should tell him, like, hey, I got a 2004 Dodge Caravan, and I got some stuff that just says like like transmission fluid TM on the box. Can I just use that?
Yeah, no, he got real mad at me and told me some stuff about like the aluminum alloy that it's forged from, and like that it's susceptible to like some kind of scaling and stuff if you use like this like cheap coolant that says it's made for European cars, but it doesn't meet the Mercedes standards, so it doesn't do this for the block, and you're gonna brick your engine. And I'm like, well, okay then, I suppose you're right.
It turns out all we needed was for ChatGPT to like tell you, hey, maybe you shouldn't do this thing you're about to do to your van.
Yeah, no, I mean, definitely my perspective is changing. Like, everything that I've been reading about with my 1-ton truck, the Ford diesel, you know?
Yeah.
Everything that I read is like people that have the exact same mindset as me. They're like, you're gonna replace your IPR on this. Just spend the money and get the Ford Motorcraft sensor. If you buy an Amazon one, if you buy a Rock Auto one, if you buy an eBay one, you will be replacing it before the end of the after like a couple of months. So it's like, and they say that with pretty much every sensor on the truck. Granted, there's like 4 on the whole engine, you know, but like, they're like, spend the extra $100, get the Ford Motorcraft sensors, or you will regret it. Have an extra one in the glove box too. And I'm like, damn, like that's crazy. But like, I appreciate it. Like, these engines make like no power, but like, and they do have some common issues, but they're all very well understood. They're very well documented. And it's just kind of like you said, like these engines have been around since like the 80s. So it's like pretty much everything that can go wrong has gone wrong. And
there's some fix for it.
A patch fix for most issues, you know what I mean? So I'm grateful for that.
Well, like, I remember I was reading up on the, like, Cummins 12 valve that's, everyone drools over, and they're like, yeah, there is like one known like death issue, like there's some dowel.
Killer dowel.
Yeah.
The killer dowel. I've actually done that fix, buddy.
There.
More than one.
So I was watching another TikTok. It was some guy talking about the Cummins, and apparently like there's some Chinese company that they own 50% of, and they basically manufacture brand new 12 valves in China.
So that's a company that has a 50% not ownership, but they have a partnership with Cummins.
That's
China. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, you can just go buy a brand new 12 valve.
Yeah, I think I was gonna watch a full YouTube video where they do a teardown and analyze it, but I maybe not. Maybe I didn't see that, but I definitely watched that video where they talked about that, and you can just get one off Alibaba or whatever.
The Temu 12 valve.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, I think that's awesome. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty excited about the Super Duty. Oh yeah, this is, I guess, a Super Duty. That's 99 is the year that they started the Super Duty.
Started the naming scheme or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the first Super Duty.
So speaking of, when you gonna get your motorcycle license?
Oh, dude, I don't know. I keep going back and forth in my mind about. I think the Honda is definitely the better play.
The little XR 150.
Yeah, I mean that thing looks super cool. The only thing I'm worried about is like, is that enough bike for like 46?
Yeah, because like power to weight ratio, it's near identical to the Scram, and the Scram handles like 46 just fine. The problem's not going to be roads like 46 where the speed limit's like 60. It's any place where the speed limit's above 60.
So like, how do you do anything like in San Antonio?
I just suffer. You just, stick to the right lane and keep an eye on your mirrors. That's it's honestly it. Just, I mean, and that's only when traffic's flowing. When traffic's like not flowing, it's no different. Yeah, it's no different than anywhere else.
Yeah, I'm just worried about like putting around on a 150 on like 410 or like 1604.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. You're probably, if you, hypothetically, you go and got your motorcycle license in a couple weeks, and you bought one of those 150s because it came on sale. You're probably not going to be jumping on the highway anytime soon. The closest thing is, like you said, you'll jump on 46 to come like to Seguin or something.
Right.
But mostly you'll probably just be putting around New Braunfels and like upriver road, and going on rides with me and Daniel.
Yeah, dude. I mean, River Road would be pretty cool with a motorcycle for sure.
It is, until you get stuck behind someone actually driving the speed limit, then it kind of sucks.
Oh, I'm sure. What is the speed limit the whole road, like 30?
Yeah, it's like 30, 35. And it's not like my bike's not faster, like super fast or nimble. Like, I wasn't wanting to like tear ass down there, like scraping my foot pegs or anything. But there's just plenty of times where I'm like, the dude's like sticking to like 30, and I'm just like, come on, like just like give me 40, give me 35 or 40. Like it's not that bad.
Has Daniel been riding his bike or
no? Yeah, he rode to work the other day. He got that the diaphragm in his carb fixed.
Oh, it was a carb thing.
Well, actually, no. He texted in the group chat and said that it was like the length of the hoses between the carb and the fuel tank were too much.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, carburetors are just like fucking fickle about shit sometimes.
I think the word you mean is cancer.
I mean, when they're working good, they're working great. And there's just nothing like that. You know what I mean?
I mean, there's fuel injection where you just turn the key and it runs.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking about like I grew up around a lot of vehicles that were carbureted, and it's just like I don't know. There's something about when they're running, just the way that they sound, the way that they smell, the way that they feel
Taste.
and the yeah, the way that they feel and the way that they handle. It's just like very. It just can't be replicated, and it's not the best. It's not the best. It's not the most efficient. It's not the most powerful, but like there's just something for me especially that's just like so nostalgic about driving a carbureted vehicle.
Well, at least that's a plus for you on
The 150.
the 150 and the TW200.
Yeah,
Well,
I kind of got sticker shock at the 200.
well, it's even though it's been made since the 80s, it's still kind of a lower volume bike.
Yeah.
I think the reason that Honda like brought the 150 over is they've just been selling it all over the world, and they wanted a smaller displacement bike to like just in the market, because I guess they saw how well the like
Grom and stuff.
the
Navi.
Grom, the Navi, the Honda Cub has been doing.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is the 150 here is crazy. And like fully street legal, like Australia had the sense to be like, no.
Well, you got to think like, I mean, it just depends on what you're doing. If like for you, hell, like a little like 90cc thing would be just fine for 90% of what you want to do, which is putt around New Braunfels.
I mean, yeah, that's true. But I also like thinking about like being, as utilitarian and mindful I can be with buying something. And I mean, getting on the highway was not going to be what I'm doing predominantly, but I mean, I don't know. It might be something I should think about at the very least. But yeah, I watched that entire video you sent me about those guys putting around. What was that, Vietnam or
Oh
something?
yeah, you say putting around like climbing fucking mountains.
Well, you know what like. Yeah, obviously that thing was hoofing it off road, and honestly did great.
The thing that I kept going back to was, yeah, there's a lot of those places that like, they struggled to, or they spent a little more effort to get to. But there's a lot, but like almost all those places they got to, they would not have been able to like turn around that heavy ass BMW on that little ass trail where they could just kind of like muscle that bike or like whip it around.
Yeah, I mean, I was impressed with it the entire time. Like, I liked the ruggedness of what was that, a Suzuki? The TW, what is that, a Suzuki
Yamaha.
or a Yamaha? Like, I was really impressed with that.
Well, that Vietnam video is all Honda XR 150s.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I also watched some other videos of the TW200.
Oh yeah.
Separately. I want to say it's a video you sent me.
Oh yeah, it was the one from, not Revzilla, Fortnite.
Yeah, I watched that whole video too, where he's like going over how it does in different areas and stuff. But the Honda was the one that I was just kind of like, wow, that's pretty inexpensive, pretty nimble. Looks like it's a world design or a world model. So it's like you said, like it's been around forever. Parts are cheap, parts are plentiful. The thing's already inexpensive, brand new. They've already recouped their R&D like 10 years ago. Like,
yeah, it's just. I mean, they're both good. It's just the TW is more of a ranch bike. Like it's definitely it leans more into the like I'm going to be spending more of my time off road than on road.
Yeah.
You know, that's why.
Which is like that's super cool. Like that's awesome.
Yeah, that's why they have that big meaty ATV tire on the back. You know, you get as
Yeah,
much
that was
traction
sick.
as possible.
Yeah, the dude compared it to like the Ruton or whatever that two-wheel drive bike is. What is that one called? The Rucon?
I'm not sure.
Well, there's like that one motorcycle, that off-road one that's two-wheel drive.
Oh, there's been a couple of those over the years. I know what you're talking about.
But he's like, yeah, it literally feels like that. He's like, this thing is crazy.
Yeah, and then if you get like stuck on a trail, you don't have like some heavy ass bike. You can just whip it around.
Right.
A lot easier than if it was, you know, a 400 or 500 pound BMW GS.
But in the same breath, that cheap little Honda, like, you can pick that whole thing up like it's nothing.
Yeah. And just like
Yeah.
imagine at the end of that they're talking about like, oh yeah, it only cost us like $200 for the like renting these things for 2 weeks.
That's crazy.
And yeah, they weren't exactly nice to them either.
For sure.
Like that one dude had to take his what was it, the shift lever or the brake pedal? Had to like
Yeah, I remember.
he had to take it off and then like beat it back straight on a rock.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
But that's the reality of like where we live and what we live in. Like you'll be spending more of your time like on like city streets and maybe like 46 if you ever come like visit us on whatever you get.
Yeah.
Like Froggerton, he really wants an off-road bike to go off-roading, and I'm like, I mean, do what you love, buddy boy, but just my experience, take it with a grain of salt. You're not going to be going off-road much.
Yeah, Texas is also like the worst state to try to do that in.
Yeah, you better either know a friend or like be willing to like pay to go to a place that has trails.
Yeah, you're fucking going nowhere here. This state is actually like the worst in the country for that. Even the public land is like, yeah, no off-roading on your bike. Like, don't do that. No four-wheelers, no dirt bikes, no off-road bikes. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. My buddy,
Yeah, that's fair.
my buddy Absolutely was, he sent me like a picture of him going shooting with his M1A.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, he's like, yeah, I just took it out to like 500 yards. I'm like, that's awesome.
How's he been doing? I haven't talked to him forever.
He's been good. He's been, he moved and, you know, he started his own business.
Oh, he's not a fireman anymore?
No, he moved.
Where'd he move to?
I'll let him tell that.
Okay.
But yeah, he moved and he's got like, he was working as like an AC tech,
Uh-huh.
like working on like AC units and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But as he said, he's like, I got tired of working for other people. So he's like, I went into business for myself. So he started his own company doing like home repairs or something.
Wow, good for him.
Yeah, I was like, dude, awesome. Like, I'm glad he's doing well.
Absolutely, that's great to hear.
Abso-fruitly.
Abso-fruitly.
But yeah, I need to get him down to Texas at some point.
For sure, that'd be crazy.
First, I need to get you onto a motorcycle.
Yeah.
See, now you know why I was suggested like the little Honda Cub, because it just gets great gas mileage. You can still like get up to like 65, and you don't got to worry about a clutch. It's just clutchless shifting.
Yeah, that is one thing I'd have to learn how to do on a motorcycle that I don't think I've ever done before.
It's honestly, I mean, you drove that Integra for many years, so you're way ahead of the curve. It's
yeah, I guess, I mean, I don't know how much it is like driving a car.
I mean, instead of left foot go up, right, it's left hand let out. Instead of right foot go down, it's right hand twist back. The nice thing is, you know, if you're on like a hill or something, you don't gotta like have one hand on handbrake, one hand on wheel. You got your right foot is the rear brake, your right hand is the front brake, your right hand's also the throttle. So you can just have your foot on the foot brake, which is the rear brake, and then just use that like the handbrake.
Dude, every old timer ever is just like, yeah, just ride the clutch.
Yeah, I got taught that.
At hills.
Yeah.
That's crazy, right?
Enemy spotted.
Like, I would never do that.
I mean, I used to back in my old Honda.
Just ride the clutch the whole stoplight.
Uh-huh.
That's crazy, buddy.
Well, I had gotten real proud that I could like hold my foot and gas at just the right spot where it stayed where it was.
I know. What do you think about that now that you understand what's really going on in there?
Oh, I wouldn't do it unless it's like for like a couple seconds, you know, like at a stop sign.
Right.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't do it anymore.
I know. Isn't that nuts? The worst thing is like when you're driving a truck, like a dump truck or an 18-wheeler or something, and they just like don't have handbrakes. You know what I mean?
Oh, you just gotta like almost dump it sometimes.
If you're carrying a load, even just not even an 18-wheeler, right? Like just a dump truck with a load of rocks back there. It is so sketchy. And like when I was younger and I used to like hop stuff like that, everyone around me just about came unglued with me, because like that's like drivetrain shock and U-joints and, you know what I mean, axles and drive shafts and hubs and, you know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
just, oh my god, like don't do that. And I'm like, what do I do? And they're like, ride the clutch, fucking downshift, anything but what you just fucking did. I'm sorry.
How was I supposed to know?
Yeah, I got my fucking... They told my ass something for hopping a fucking dump truck once with fucking bass, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, after that, if I was in, like, if I was in like an old Kenworth or something, and it's like, yeah, you really can't just like do like a handbrake or even the air brakes, because letting out again from an incline, even like a very low gear, like you're gonna have drivetrain shock. So I would just like slow way down at a red light if I could, if I saw like a hill coming up and the stoplights at the top of it, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like putting my hazards on, like, dude, just whatever, just don't get in front of me, please. Like, let this light change before I get up there. And if I saw a light that was like yellow and like turn red, like I would pull my horn and just send it. Like, nope, I, I cannot stop this thing right here.
There are no brakes.
Yeah, like, no, if I stop this thing, I can't get it started again.
I'm not an asshole driver. I'm just inexperienced.
I mean, yeah, basically. You still aren't streaming on Twitch or Discord.
I'm not streaming on Twitch anymore?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. I'm on my stream right now. Yeah, I'm live. I have one viewer, which is probably Stream Elements. Checkmate, atheists.
Oh, you're right. I just had to refresh my TV. Like, what is this?
Yeah, it was probably still down from like earlier. Well, I got 3 PMCs. AI PMCs.
Oh, nice. Yeah, look at how kitted out you are. That's crazy. Dude, we had taken a video of the sun earlier. Like, you came up on the TV and he, like, said your name, and we're like, oh my gosh.
That's funny. I've got it. I got my #1 fan right now.
Well, yeah, he said your name like a bunch of times, and then I was like, okay, like I pulled out my phone because I was gonna take a video and send it to you, and then he got all shy and like wouldn't say it, and then he said you were me, and then he said you were Asmongold. He's like, hi, Asmon. Like, no, you had it right the first time.
Look at this nice M4 they left me.
Why is your head blacked out? Yikes.
Oh yeah, I was bleeding. It was my time of the month.
Yikes.
Yeah, you can get a blacked out head or a blacked out chest from like if you bleed and you like fix the bleed like right before or right as it goes black. But then you're in this awkward place where if your head takes any damage whatsoever, you're done.
You can't fix your head or what?
Nope.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, your head or your chest. Been using this thing with the stock folded the whole time.
There you go.
Oh, good. Courtyard's open. I like this M4. You know, got the 60 rounders, nice little short barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You're
what.
super kitted out when you play PvE.
Well, yeah, I got like all the money in the world. I got all the traders unlocked. My problem is I got too much crap. I got no space for it. So I rode the motorcycle to work today.
Today was a nice day to do that, I think. It was probably a little warm on your ride home.
Actually, ride home was probably the nicest it's been in a while. Ride to work was a little chilly.
That's crazy.
Well, it was like 66 when I left.
That is awesome. I really hope we have a cold winter.
Yeah, kill all those fucking ticks.
Are you guys having issues out there?
No, just like I would just like more ticks to die, just in general.
Have you guys been bit?
No, that's just a blanket statement. I don't like them.
Oh, that's fair. I was just wondering if you've ever had encounters with them at your place.
At my place, not really. Got bit long time ago when I was deer hunting with my uncle up by Texarkana.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, they're up there for sure.
I mean, I've seen them out here, but they haven't really been a problem.
Oh, you've seen them?
Yeah. One of our other dogs, back in the day, like gotten out, and like because she had like the anti-tick and flea medication, the tick had gotten on her, but when she got back, because she'd gone through like fields and shit, when she got back,
Yeah.
that's when they were like starting to go ugh, and like crawl off of her.
Oh wow.
And so they're like crawling on we caught a couple of them like on the couch before thankfully before they like got anywhere.
Yeah, that's lucky.
Yeah, so she went in for a bath right after that.
I'm sure.
I think I'm just gonna repair. Yeah, I'm just gonna take this M4 in. But yeah, speaking of like the motorcycles, so I guess to like finish my point from earlier, like you remember John,
Yep.
Kind of like in your situation, like lives like in town, doesn't go like on the highway much. You got a car to go on the highway if you do need to. But
I mean,
like,
that's true.
but like taking he had the little 50cc Honda Ruckus. He filled it full of gas twice a month.
That's crazy.
Because those things get like, like 80 miles the gallon.
Dude, the 150 said it got 78, right?
Yeah, and like the Honda Cub that I was telling you about before, like they get like up to 100 depending on how you drive it. And I think the Honda, the XR150, like ideally, it can get like up to 100 as well.
I just don't understand like how the 150 keeps up with like the Scram 411.
Horsepower to weight ratio.
I mean, but what even weighs a lot on that thing? Like, it doesn't look like it's.
That-
I mean, is it just like beefier, or what's the deal?
Bigger, heavier duty frame, bigger, heavier engine. It's air cooled, so 400cc engine should be making like 30 to 45 horsepower, but it makes 25.
I know, but like the 150 is also air cooled. Like, it's just the frame is beefy, or what?
Well, it makes like about half the horsepower, but it weighs half as much. It's also Royal Enfield engineering versus Honda engineering. Like it was described really well because I like watching those Indian dudes on Motor Inc. on YouTube.
Yeah.
They're some of my favorite, like talking about like motorcycles, and they're like, yeah, Royal Enfield, it's an old company, but it's also a company that didn't do shit from like the 60s until like the early 2000s. They made literally the same bike, no changes for like 40 years. So it wasn't until like the early thousands that they finally like it started to innovate and make some new stuff. And it wasn't until like
Right.
the last 15 years that they're like really starting to like make some good quality things. So I mean they're just like really far behind when
Yeah.
it engineering wise.
Well, if nothing else, it should be robust and reliable at least, right?
Yeah, I think both of them will be. Like Honda, they got like just decades upon decades of like good engineering behind them. That's why you're able to get that much horsepower out of that little of an engine and still be reliable.
That's kind of surprising. I wonder if the cam gears and everything are metal.
It's all Delran.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
Plastic.
they probably have some sintered metal parts. I know that's like a popular thing on cheaper bikes, but I haven't specifically looked into theirs.
That's crazy. I mean, I guess if it lasts, whatever.
I mean, economies of scale, like they've built so many of them that, like you said, they've gotten their design and engineering cost out of that thing long ago.
For sure. Alright, I think after this raid, buddy, I'm gonna have to call it. I'm getting tired. I woke up early today with the baby.
Oh, poor baby.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it makes sense now if he's got hand, foot, and mouth. Like, he's gonna be upset tomorrow.
Yeah, poor thing. Got the hoof and mouth disease.
Yeah.
That scav scared me.
Oh.
Just
Yeah, I just saw him.
Yeah, just quietly standing in the door. Just
God. Oh.
just PMC's just standing there in the open.
Better reload or something.
Oh yeah.
It is dog tag, dude.
Oh yeah, you have to. You have to.
Oh gosh.
At least I didn't completely waste all my ammo.
Oh.
Like I'm running a really expensive, hard to find ammo.
Are you?
Yeah, like M85, 86, A1. Yeah, it's you feel bad when you just shoot a scav with it, and you're like, oh, that's such a waste. But that's
Did I tell you some of Oh, I was
No.
gonna say, did I tell you some of my wise cams have started to slowly die?
no.
Yep. My front door just died, and my driveway one died like 2 weeks ago. Oh, got him.
Well, that's because you haven't upgraded.
Nope, these were the original ones, the V2s, and now I got the newest ones, and then now, and those record at 2K.
Oh, you got the new ones like I did?
Yeah, but they just dropped a new one that records in 4K.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, I wish I would have known that.
Did you get the V3, I guess, is the one?
Yeah, they're like water resistant. They've got a flashlight built into them.
Yep.
Like, they're crazy.
Yeah, those are the ones I was telling you to get, because the little flashlight feature, especially with the auto on, is really nice.
Any movement, or is it any person, or what does it do?
It's just movement based. Like, it's nice because I can go like onto the back porch, or like if we get home late at night,
Yeah.
it just auto turns on, so I can I can see my keys to like work the lock.
Dude, at my front door, that would be great.
Yeah, that's why I was like, man, check these out, because they were on sale, I think, when I told you about it.
My wife bought me like 5. And then she got me like the 256 gig Samsung SD card, micro SD cards for them.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm like,
that's the thing I need to get, is to get some more SSD cards.
you don't have any?
Some nicer ones.
Oh,
Because I have the ones from the old cameras in there, but they're a bit long in the tooth.
are they having bright errors?
No, they're just getting old enough that, like, I'm not sure how much longer I trust you.
Gotcha. What brand
Uh,
is this?
Yeah, SanDisk.
Yeah.
You know I don't fuck around with no-name memory.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised when my wife just gave me like, I think she got like 5 or 6 of them, and got like corresponding 256 gig Samsung memory cards with them. I'm like, oh, okay.
You actually know what you're doing.
That was impressive. I would not have expected that. So that's cool. I need to go in the attic to change out the one at my front door, though.
Because you got the wire ran through the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, ours are run kind of jankily, but it works.
Well, it makes them easier to service, anyways.
That's true. You should. I can't wait till you come see like how I got the Ethernet cable run.
Just through the house.
I bought the little cable things that you hammer into the wall, the little cable keepers,
Ah.
whatever you call them. So it's at least run kind of nice, but like it goes up from the wall where the router is, and then just goes along the corner of the ceiling, just a couple little black cables, and one splits off into her office, one into mine.
I mean, if it works, it works. We could always go in and do it right and do some low voltage stuff underneath your house, but probably got scorpions under there if I had to guess.
Oh yeah, that we do.
Oh my gosh. Are they bark scorpions?
They're the light brown ones.
Oh my gosh, those are like the only venomous scorpions in Texas, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, brother. I hate to say it, but you got to put something down. I don't even like putting down poison personally.
Oh,
I don't do it in my lawn, but like you got to do something about bark scorpions.
So we don't have, like, I don't see them often. I have. But we have like a Mayday pest come out. We actually like do like the plan where they come out like every quarter and spray. And that's been helping out.
Definitely underneath your house and around the perimeter